Okay, fifth graders, wanted to give you guys a hand with 39 and 40. We're going to go through this pretty quickly here. So, let's see, Henry recorded how many pounds of fruits and vegetables his family bought during the past 2 months. And pick 4 fruits and list them in the table below. So we are all going to pick the same ones here. And I told you guys that before: apples, blueberries, lemons, and oranges. And so you just write each one, apples, and the rounded weight. Now here's the weight of the apples. It's 2.068, and it says round each fruit's weight to the nearest 0.1 pound. Well, what 0.1 pound? What is that? What's 0.1? Well, that's the nearest tenth. Nearest 1/10. Okay, and so you guys should know how to round by now. So we're rounding to the 0. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to look at the number just to the right, and the 6 is a 5 or greater, so this becomes 2.1. Apples, blueberries, and so the weight of the blueberries is 1.07. I'm going to draw a line. Remember, we're rounding to the tenths. And I look at the number just to the right. It's a 7. It's a 5 or larger, so it becomes 1.1. I'll let you guys do the rest. Okay? And then it says, explain how you rounded the weights of the fruits. How about I looked at the digit just to the right of the one we are rounding. If it was a 5 or larger, I added 1 to the tenths place. Okay. All right, pick 4 vegetables and list them in the table below. Well, we've talked about that again. These are the 4 vegetables: asparagus, beets, celery, and corn. And asparagus and the rounded weight. Well, let's look at that here. So we're rounding to the nearest. Oh no, this one's different. I almost missed that. Round each vegetable weight to the nearest. What place is this? That's no longer the tenths place. That's the hundredths place. One over 100. So how do we round? How do we round that? Well, same thing. I'm going to draw a line. We're rounding to the hundredths place. I'm going to draw a line there. I'm going to look at the number just to the right of that, of the hundredths place. It's a 7. It's 5 or larger, so we add 1 to the 1 here. So this rounds to 2.3. It was a 1. Now it's a 2. Okay? All right. I think you guys could do the rest of that on your own and explain how you rounded the weights of the vegetables. Well, I mean, you can write pretty much the same thing here or put it in words, but we're rounding the same way. Okay. Next page. It says use less than, greater than, or equal to compare the weights of blueberries and lemons. So you're going to have to flip back and forth here. So what's the weight of the blueberries? Blueberries, I wonder if they don't say that. Again, this is one of these here's what I'm thinking. Do we use the weight of what we've rounded it to, or do we use the weight that they listed? They don't say. So let's just go with the weight that they listed. And I have no idea if the book is going to then tell us we're right or wrong, but it's how I'm telling you, and then I'll just override that. So blueberries is 1.07. So let's come over here, and I'll just put 1.07. That's for blueberries. And we're comparing it to lemons. And lemons are 1.031. So I'll just put 1.031. So what do we do here to compare? We start looking at the digits from left to right. They're both a 1, they're both a 0. Then this is in the hundredths place, it's a 7, and in the hundredths place here, it's a 3. So which one's larger? So 1.07 is larger than 1.031. Okay? And it says, when rounded to the nearest hundredth, 2 items will round to the same decimal. What 2 items are they? About 4. That's, guess what? You don't have to do 4. Not concerned with that. 5. How does writing the weight for the potatoes in expanded form show why the same digit can have a different value? So how does writing the weight for potatoes in expanded form? Let's see here. Oh, this is what they're saying, and you guys can write this down for number 5. I'll cross this out for you here. And number 5, so expanded form shows the value of 1/4. Somebody loves me. 1/4 is 4 times it'd be 0.1, and the other is 4 times 0.01. Okay. Number 6. What is the relationship between the values of the 2 4s and the weight of the potatoes? Well, 1/4 is in the, let's see here, 1/4 is in the tens place. The other 4 is in the hundredths place. Okay. Number 7, write the number of pounds of celery that Henry's family bought using number names and expanded form. Okay. So, celery. Celery is 1.402. I'm going to write that down here. 1.402. Now, I'm going to have to end this video. And my daughter's calling.